Welcome back to PC Hoops with Coach Kim English. We are now joined by the head coach. Coach, the last week of the regular season, you get your last home game this Wednesday. Your message to the fans after, obviously, it's been a tough year, but they've stuck true to you guys.
No, it's been, why this place is so special. Very, very, very disappointing, season thus far. But, I ain't got one bad thing to say about our supporters. They've continued to feel the amp. They've continued to cheer for our guys through immense struggles, and really appreciative to our fan base, and really committed to giving them a far better product and result. Give it as much we can in these remaining games, but I'd be lying, if I say I wasn't laser focused on our future.
No doubt, and what you hope is a part of your future. Bryce Hopkins, I know we've talked about it so much. The last couple of years have been really tough, not having him in the fold. Has that been more frustrating, or is that been an area of growth for you and your team, or is it just a little bit of both?
Yes, you'd like to think it's both. It's obviously very frustrating to play, 30 plus, high 30s plus Big East games without your all Big East player. But on the flip side, you absolutely look at it as, opportunities from other guys to step up and get opportunities, that's tough. That's tough on other guys. That's been tough on our program. It's been a challenge, the past season and a half, not having them.
Absolutely. You had Jaden Pierre, you have Bensley Joseph, who you said a couple press conferences ago, it puts more pressure on them to shine, but they have shined for you this season. Just your thoughts on those two.
Again, they've given all, they've had. They obviously have done great things for us, and in moments where we've had success, they've had struggles, which, all players do, but they have to do a lot for us. And it's very tough. Bad games are going to happen, when the load is that heavy on you, to execute, to initiate offense, to make shots, to defend some really good guards, to play a ton of minutes, to rebound. They've been asked to do a lot for sure.
Upcoming matchup with DePaul. I haven't seen them since early December, the first Big East game of your season. What have you seen from them since that time?
Yeah, they've been battling all season. A ton improved from last season. I think they're even a ton improved from our first game. They only lost to Creighton by 10 the other night at Creighton. They lost by 10. It's been a game. It's been a game for them in a lot of their matches. They're not laying down. They're really dangerous. They can shoot the ball. So we gotta guard them.
What's one thing from the UConn game that is top of the list for you guys to correct heading into this matchup?
Yeah, our rebounding was, embarrassing. Our rebounding was embarrassing. We wasted some beautiful defensive possessions, just simply not putting a shoulder in someone's sternum and rolling them onto your back and going to secure the ball with two hands, or boxing out with our arms and hands, and that's not going to get it done. So we knew, we got them pretty good on the backboard and stores. We knew that was going to be, their main focus coming into our building to kind of get payback from that regard, and they did. It was really disappointing in our rebounding.
Now, is that one of the main focuses when you're looking at players, right, and at the high school level or even in the portal? Is that something that you're really looking for? Is that type of toughness, that grit?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Toughness, competitiveness, grit, just a care level, selflessness, team, absolutely. Yes.
And the toughness of your team in terms of mentally this season, how are they doing at this point in time heading into the final week of the regular season?
Yeah, we're about to walk in the film here in 17 minutes or so, and scrub Connecticut, move on to DePaul, and get ready to give our fans what they deserve on Wednesday night. They really do deserve it.
And you talk a lot about sport and the competitive nature. When you get knocked down, it's about getting back up, putting the boots on, and moving forward. Is that something that you think that your guys have really embodied this season, especially after a couple of, it's tough losses?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. I actually don't think it's that, hard to do if you're a competitor. I mean, you ain't gonna lay there. My focus, our focus, is on doing what you need to do to not get knocked down. Beyond that, doing what you need to do to knock the other person down. That's the focus. I think that's every person that has a job in Providence, and has to provide for their family, working a 40-hour work week. They face adversity. I don't think it ain't much to brag about by not quitting. You're not going to win a championship by simply not quitting. You need to get it to the point where you're delivering the blows.